Hello, my friends, and welcome back to The Long Dark, Zero to Hero, in our quest to survive in a frozen, post-apocalyptic world. My name is Sprocket, and currently we are right outside the Carter Hydroelectric Dam. We've managed to find some shelter here in the trailer, and I haven't looted here yet, but I did take the opportunity to drop the moose hide, so I wouldn't forget. Let's get that curing. I also dropped a few items here, guns, a flashlight, and the firearm cleaning kit, as well as the miscellaneous other loot. And I did make a few notes in the journal already, just to kind of speed things up. So as you can see here in the trailer outside the Carter Dam, we did drop the moose hide, the book. I am going to leave the note also for the flashlight, and probably more importantly, the firearms cleaning kit. And we haven't actually looted this trailer yet. So I just wanted to make sure I did that just to kind of speed things up as we get started. Let's begin looting. We'll check the shelves and the... oh yeah, here we go. Got some more spray paint. Got an old bedroll we could break down. By the way, I did want to check our clothing condition really quick just to see if we need to get more cloth. I'm going to sort by condition here. Let's see. So the clothing with the little arrow in the corner, that's actually what we're wearing, and that's what I'm more concerned about. So we do need to repair these socks and probably our sweater and these boots. So I'm going to see if we have cloth and leather. We do have some cloth and leather. Okay, so I'm okay dropping some of our inventory items. I do see a flare there. I'll grab that. I'm going to use this metal container to store our clothing. The clothing that we're not going to be taking with us. So we'll leave these the worn trail boots. We'll leave those behind. And the plaid shirt. The jeans. And let's see, did we just pick up a black hat? I saw a black hat here. Maybe it was right here. Okay. The toque. We'll put that in here as well. Everything else we should be actually wearing. And good. Looks like we are. Okay. Cardboard box. No, we don't need any of that. Let's see if there's anything in the lockers today. So, of course, guys, on the menu today for our activities, we're going to head right across the road here and begin our adventure in the dam. It's a very big looting opportunity. A lot of exploring to do there. All right. Why can't I stand up? There we go. Wait, was that something? It's been a while since I found some matches, so I'm actually kind of on the lookout for matches. We're not in trouble. We don't really need them right now, but it would make me feel better if we had some.
I better take this food.
Pinnacle peaches. Okay, now I think we are going to get heavy as we are looting the dam. I will drop the flare we just picked up. See, that should be here, right? We only need really one flare. We've got a red one and a blue one. I think I will take the bullets with us. Ooh, there are... Wait. Yeah, you know what? I'll take them. We'll probably end up dropping some of these at maybe the farmhouse. I'm thinking the farmhouse might be a good second base location, or, you know, as we go across the maps. There is kind of a prominent location in each of the maps, and the farmhouse is a pretty good one for the next area we're going to be going into. Okay, I think that is everything here. Now, I did have a good comment that we should probably get our knife sharpened at some point. We do have a 95%. It was actually 100% whetstone. I started sharpening a little bit. We need to get our hunting knife back into good shape. So I'll wait until it's dark and there's not a whole lot we can do. We could probably sharpen that up. But yeah, that was a good shout out. We do need to make sure our blades and things like that are kept in good condition. So thank you for that. Let's continue. We do have one more trailer we can search, and I'm going to get down low because we have a wolf that loves to attack me right outside this door here. I've been attacked many times by this wolf, wherever he is. Okay, no sign of the wolf right now. We could go straight ahead, but by the way, guys, so if we wanted to follow the road here, the train tracks, that leads us into the ravine area, which connects to Coastal Highway. Connects to Coastal Highway and then on to Desolation Point. But that is not where we are heading. It may not have been a bad idea to bring the heavy hammer and leave it here because it's so close to Coastal Highway. And ultimately, it's kind of nice to have a heavy hammer at each of the forges.
What have we here?
I'm going to leave that. I will take the cloth. There's a couple books. I'm going to try to stay lightweight, so I'll just kind of organize these a little bit. Got some wood we could break down. Nothing in the first aid kit. Somebody must have used it. It's probably because of the wolf outside. Somebody got attacked by the wolf, I'm guessing.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Got some running shoes. I could break down for leather. Ooh, that is nice. Those are some of my favorite loot items to find. Those distress pistol cartridges or shells, whatever they're called. I do try to check the beds. Sometimes there can be clothing left on top of the beds. Got some grape soda. Very nice. Ooh, nice. We got some matches. Okay, I was hoping we'd get some matches. And pork and beans. Nice. We can actually cook those up along with the peaches we picked up. Try to level up our cooking a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to drop whatever we just picked up there. We got some clothing items. We got these mittens and the shoes we can drop. Was that it? I think, and the matches. We'll keep the matches though. And then, did I pick up a flare? I think I picked up a flare in the other trailer. Oh, is it the distress pistol flare? I wonder why it's separate. Oh, it's the condition. Okay. Interesting. All right, let's continue on. We're going to head right into the dam. Let's make sure the wolf isn't around. Now, if I remember, I think we are kind of low on water. Kind of low on water, so I'm hoping in the dam we'll come across some water. What did I drop here? Oh, this is all that meat. Nice. Let's go ahead and eat up. May as well fill our belly before we continue the adventure.
Surrounded by snow, but nothing to drink.
Make sure we drop any little pieces that we're not going to eat. Now, I don't think we've checked this truck yet. There's a battery there. You know, I'm going to put that right here. Somebody mentioned that batteries are useful for the trader, but that is it's going to be a very heavy item to bring all the way over to Coastal Highway.
Could end up being useful.
Got another flare. Scrawled message. A note with a survival hint. Okay. A new cave has opened up to Milton, near the old trapper's place. Earthquake? We have actually been in that cave. That's what led us up to the Hushed River Valley, where we got our butt kicked by the moose. Yeah, okay. And I hear some ptarmigan, pesky little birds. We're going to ignore the ptarmigan and head into the safety of the chain link fence area. As long as nobody left this gate open, it should be free of wolves. Okay, looks like we have at least one carcass to check out. The scrapyard here, I don't know if I've ever found anything really worthwhile. Oh wait, there's like that little tent over there we can check out. Looks like we have a dead body. Lots of industrial machinery here. More matches. Nice. That is a very good find. We were just talking about matches. I bet this guy was trying to hide from the bear. Maybe he didn't have a light source to explore the dam. Okay, there are more crows over here. Might be outside the fence though, yeah. I think that might be the dead deer. Seems like there's always a deer down there. I will save that for another day. We are heading into the dam, and I hope we find a lantern, by the way. Plenty of wood here. Scrap wood. Alright, here we go, guys. New location discovered. Upper Dam, Carter Hydro Dam, and environs. Guys, this place is creepy. Very, very creepy, and yeah, it's always a creepy environment for me because the dam is like freezing and thawing, and it's always shifting, creates kind of weird noises. Okay, I am going to light a torch to help us with looting.
I need some water.
I prefer to use the matches, the paper matches. Okay, we are thirsty. As long as he doesn't complain too much, I don't mind being thirsty and taking a little bit of damage. I'm going to leave the papers. Just check under the shelf there. I will take the cloth. Ooh, got a festive sweater.
I could use this.
That is really nice. No, thank you. Wish I could collect the floppy disks. So we can take the mouse. Can I? I can take the floppy disks. Oh, that makes me really happy, guys, actually. I love old floppy disks. They're just cool, you know? I would love to take some of this for decoration. If we were heading maybe to the camp office, I might grab some of this, but right now, I think I'll just take the really lightweight stuff. That's kind of cool. Can I grab that? Actually, I really like that. I wish I knew how heavy it was. Okay, stay focused. Newspaper drawer. No, can't check the drawer. Okay. Got an old box we could break down. By the way, I need to be mindful of the torches. Can't remember how many torches we have, but probably not too many. Can we open any of these? Okay, I think that is it for this room. We'll just hang a left. We'll keep searching to the left, I guess. We'll make our way around the room. When I do that, when I just kind of hang to the left all the time, I do end up missing things. So for example, this little island in the middle, sometimes I loot with my back to it all the way around the room like this, and then I forget to actually check the middle here. So I'm going to do that right now. Is that it? Okay. I've got a nice little workbench
Hope
here.
I can still eat this.
You know what? One thing I am looking forward to getting are the travel posters. And I think I have seen them here in the dam. If I remember correctly. Some of my favorite artwork in this game are the travel posters. And my torch is just about to go out here. Alright, let's get a new torch. Also, guys, these wires are super dangerous. If there's an aurora, these are going to light up like fireworks, and they burn. And you got to treat those burns with pain pills and bandages. Okay, no trespassing. We're going to wait to go downstairs until we've looted the entire area. Yeah, I can hear the structure shifting and trembling a little bit. That's pretty dangerous, isn't it, to have that indoors? Big propane storage container. Alright, we've got the... What room is this? This is like the control room, maybe? Definitely looks like a control room.
That'll come in handy.
You know, I'm going to take them. We'll end up dropping them somewhere, I'm sure. More papers. Lots of metal we could actually harvest if we need them. Rifle cartridge is actually really a good find there. I can see we're taking a tiny bit of damage from being thirsty. It's really not a problem. We're going to heal up very nicely when we sleep tonight. I'm going to take the book. There's a chance we might have to get a fire started to make more torches. I'm going to wait to open the safe until we have a fresh torch. I'm going to keep looting for now. Before we leave this room, I'm going to get that safe. My torch is running out here. Here we go.
What have we
nice.
Here?
It's only got 1/4 of a liter. But I did bring some extra oil. By the way, can we take one of these phones? That's actually pretty cool. I might actually want to grab one of those. They are very cool. I better not. Maybe once our adventure, a big quest to Timberwolf Mountain and Ash Canyon is over, maybe then I can focus on decorating and stuff. Okay, let's check out this safe before my torch gets too low. $34, I think. $34. $25. $34. $26. $34, $26, $20. Oh, I went too far. Dang it. Alright, let's go this way. I think it's 33. That's why I keep messing up. $33. $26. $20. 19-ish.
There's got to be something useful in here.
Some money. No thank you. The boots I will take for leather. And just like that, our torch is just about out. Let me see how many torches we have. We do have 3 more torches in so-so condition. Plus we do have the lantern. There you go. I may switch to the lantern here at some point. Okay, that's it for the control room. Just keep going to the left. Hopefully I don't skip anything. I think we're alright. Got some soda. Spray paint. These doors are non-functional. Got some more simple tools. I'm hoping for some quality tools at some point. Is there anything under there? Whoa, what was that? Thought I saw a rifle cartridge. There can be some good things in these containers, in the filing cabinets. I think I found some coffee in there before. We'll take the disc. Thank you very much. And I'll take the mouse. Thank you very much. Ooh, got some lag there, so we save. Okay, let's check the middle drawer. Okay, torch is getting low again. I'm going to try to make the torches last as long as I can before I switch to the lantern. I just don't know if I have enough fuel. Just make sure I don't miss anything over here. Okay, should be good. That's what I'm talking about. Another rifle cartridge. I'm going to leave the paint here. Those look like really nice gloves.
This will come in handy.
Gauntlets. If I remember, they are on the heavy side, so I tend not to. Whoa, look at these posters. I'm going to take it. These posters should be hanging up. It's kind of a weird bug. Yeah, they're usually hanging up right here. How about the little holders? Can I take that? No, I can't. Okay. Well, I'm glad I saw that. I almost missed those because they're laying sideways like that. Okay, now we got to be quiet as we come in here. I think Bob is waiting out the apocalypse in the middle stall. Just let him do his thing. Okay, we do have a pry bar. 100%. Nice. That's going to be better than our pry bar. Sorry, Bob. We'll just be a minute. I will take the scrap metal. Now that we have tools, we could fix up our hacksaw.
Too much stuff to carry.
1.73 liters. That is exactly what we need. It's going to make us heavy. But I hope Bob doesn't mind us taking his water supply there. Okay, torch is getting low again. Let's just quickly check these. Take that. We may need to make a fire. Okay, there are some stairs here. I will check those out in just a minute. See if there's anything in here. Alright, that is the place where we started, right? Okay, let's check out these stairs. We're gonna go upstairs first, I guess. I think it's a dead end either way, if I remember. Oh no, we can search the offices. I do believe it's a dead end all the way up here, though. Oh, got a simple parka. Frontier shooting
Could end
guide.
up being useful.
Yeah, we'll take that. And this door is locked. Okay, I'm gonna check this pile real quick. It's kind of a dead end. Alright, let's search the outside first. This place is a gold mine of mice. The amount of mice running around is just incredible.
I could use this.
More matches. Nice. Torch is about out again. This might be... Yep, that is our last torch. Okay, so we're going to switch to storm lantern. I do want to take this torch as soon as it flickers out. We take that. There we go. All right, let's light our lantern. I do have some more fuel. I had a great comment, guys. Oh, I gotta tell you about this. By the way, can I take this little flashing light? Oh, dang. That would be so much fun to take during an aurora, to have that like in the camp office or something. Have that swirling light. Ooh, look at these. Revolver ammunition, 10 rounds. Somebody commented we should name our lantern. Now that we have one, we did find one in the dam here. And they commented we should name it Sparky, which is so perfect because, you know, because it sparks up and everything. I'd love to take that laptop. Take the book. I'm gonna leave the laptop, of course. It's too heavy. But love that Sparky for the sparking lantern. Okay, I'm gonna search the middle because I know I will forget to come back and do that. These mice don't weigh anything, by the way. They're just super lightweight, so it's not a big deal. It's kind of why I like to collect them. Take the book. Like I said, I think we might need to make a fire and get some more torches before we leave the dam. So any scrap wood or books, I'm going to grab them. Yeah, the dam is one of the... well, I guess there's lots of interiors that have a fire place we can make a fire, but you know, it's one of the rare places where you actually have a fire barrel.
Wonder if the owner's around.
Always cracks me up when he says stuff like that. Okay, now in theory, we could take some of these items and leave them at like the farmhouse, like the lamp and stuff, but I think it's best if I don't. Okay, let's make sure I didn't leave anything. Did I turn my back on anything here? Okay, I think we got everything.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Empty shell casing. And our lantern is already getting low. I think there'd be some cool pictures in here, in this office. Some motivational posters. This actually is pretty cool. Trophy, fish. Ooh, can I take the cassette? Yes, thank you. I do want to take that. Take the extra mouse. Ooh, my lantern's going out. How many of these discs can I take? Okay, I am going to, before we finish, I'm going to put out my lantern and refuel it. Where are you? Let me sort, there we go. Actions, refuel. We just have a small amount. Man, that is not good. So we're back up to 0.19 liters. That should be enough to get us downstairs to the fire barrel, where we can make a fire. Pull some torches. Also, look at the time. Looks like the moon is coming up. This is a bad time to be in the dam, guys. This is dangerous. If we get an aurora, I could be in trouble here. Got to be extra careful if we decide to sleep. You can't put your bed down just anywhere. You've actually got to check. Ooh, look at this. Emergency Stim.
This'll come in handy.
That is huge. Nice. Yeah, before you put your bed down, you really have to pay attention so you don't put it on the wires. Or you will actually die if you have an Aurora and you're sleeping on wires. I think you actually just are dead. Just cooks you in your sleep like a little burrito in your blanket. Okay, we've got a nice little CRT TV. Those actually really put out the light. When there's an Aurora, they actually are quite bright. Okay, let's check over here. Boy, I'm glad I saw that stim. So not a whole lot of high quality loot in the dam. There's a few gems like that stim. A few good items. Alright, we've got to get out of here. Aid station. Can I actually take that? I can't. Don't want to miss that. That's kind of cool, actually. Another aid station sign. Alright, I'm going to leave those. I like these old industrial signs like that. Fire. Get out. Alright, you're coming with me. I love those old industrial looking signs. My favorite would be that Fallout shelter. If that would have been really cool if we could have got that. Did we already come down? I don't think we have. Gotta go down first. Okay, whoa, we got some lights. Oh. Okay, I just don't want to leave them down here. I don't know if we're gonna take them with us, but they need to come. They need to come with us to a better location. I think I'll leave them by the front door, actually. Yeah, my lantern fuel is just about out. Okay, these are just so heavy. I gotta drop them here. Let's put out our lantern. And I'm gonna drop a lot of these items here. Okay, so yeah, the crate. Yeah, I don't need to be carrying these. You know, I could break them down for wood though if we're gonna make a fire. I actually forgot I was carrying those. Okay, so let's drop the lights for sure. Wait, can it just let me drop them? Do I have to place them? You know what, let me get out of this mode. That's probably best. Yeah, let me... Okay, so take that. Now I should be able to drop these. Here we go. And the mice, you know, I've got so many. Look at that. That was a good haul. Okay. The moon is out. Interesting. I think I better make a run for it for the basement. Let's get a drink, though. I'm sure he would appreciate that. We'll take a... do a Stacy's grape soda. You know what I'm gonna do? Maybe I should eat some of that meat. How much food do we have? So we're so close to the meat. I do have the cans of food. I think we're okay. You know what? I am going to grab some. We're going to spread the love. We'll bring a little bit of meat with us. There are no predators in the dam. So maybe I'll take some with us. Yeah, I'm going to do it.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Let me get out the distress pistol. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get out a flare. This actually is a good opportunity to drop a bunch of this loot too. Pretty much once we go downstairs in the dam, we're just going to continue our path on. We're going to continue through. Well, sorry, I'm having trouble talking for some reason. We're going to continue through the dam once we go downstairs, and that will. It's like a one-way trip, really. We're not coming back. Okay, this fog is not so great. Let's eat up. You know, I probably could just sleep in the trailer too. It's not a bad idea. Okay, let's turn on this mode here. You know, I don't think there's any beds in here. We should probably go to the other one. But I'm going to use this metal container. We'll drop some of the loot items we picked up. I think I will still take the books with us. Let me drop... We got this book here. I'm just going to drop that one. And then...
Something's got to go.
We'll drop that. We got some extra pills we don't need. That stim was a really good find. Okay, now these extra clothing items and things, we should probably put those in this container. There it is. So we got the sweater, festive sweater, and the gauntlets. They are really good gloves, no doubt, but they're heavy. And the gloves we have are pretty good. By the way, if we fix these, I think you have to use leather. And the gloves we currently have, we can just use cloth rags to fix up. So I actually prefer that. Okay, we dropped, we got a couple extra flares I can drop. And we got the extra pry bar. Drop the 94% one. And the casing. I will take the revolver. Let's see. I'll take these bullets with us. And simple tools. Oh, I probably should take those. At least to the farmhouse. It'd be kind of nice to leave those there. I was going to fix up our hacksaw as well. I'm going to leave... Actually, no. I'm going to keep the cloth. Maybe we'll do some repairs in the morning. All right, let's head out. We'll go to the other trailer. I'm going to get down low. We'll spend the night in this trailer. Get a fresh start in the morning. Yeah, I am kind of concerned about an aurora happening at any moment. So let's get some food and drink. Actually, I just need drink. We got plenty of food. Let's get a drink. But that water from the toilet was perfect. We got our full water supply. Okay, actually, before I go to bed, do I want to sharpen just a little bit? We got our knife, it's 88%. I'll do just a couple, maybe 3 sharpenings. Here and there, we'll try to get this back into good shape. And then at some point, we're going to come across another whetstone, and I'll swap it out for 100% whetstone, and we'll leave this one behind, I think. Okay, it is getting pretty late. I think I'll just go to sleep now. We should be okay for the night, so let's go for maybe 10 hours. We'll try 12. I don't think it will let me sleep 12 hours. We'll see where that leads us. All right, guys, I'll see you in the morning. All right, good morning. Sun is just coming up. We are fully rested. Let's drink a soda. Get a little bit of hydration there. And we'll sharpen. No, I don't want to harvest. But I do want to repair this, actually. Let's repair our hacksaw. 85. And it's going to repair 15. So, oh, perfect. Okay, that's exactly right then. %100% hacksaw. And we should have enough daylight now. Yeah. The sun has come up. I will take these books. Like I said, we do need to make a fire. You know, I could make a fire outside. If the weather's good, we could just do it outside. Let me see how many books we have. We have 10 books. I think I will break down a chair. Let's stand this guy up. Right there. Now let's break down this chair. 22 minutes. Sure. I'm thinking that we're going to go out and cook some meat while we pull some torches. We probably need some more water as well. A little bit of wind today. It's not ideal. Do we have a fire barrel? No fire barrels here. The wind is a bit of a concern.
I might have to drop some gear.
I'm actually going to go behind here. Alright, let's get a fire started. We'll do it this way. Cardboard matches with a book, 100% chance of success. Probably don't need to cook very much. I don't want to spend the time. I do need some water. I may cook just a little bit of meat. I'm actually kind of curious how our cooking is doing. You know what? I'm going to leave the pot. Let's do some meat in there. I'll do some water in here. Okay, well that's cooking. We can sharpen our knife just a little bit. Takes... no, I don't want to harvest it. Where's the whetstone? Okay. Here we go. Actions. Oh, I'm at 100%. Okay, I don't know why I didn't see that. So let's sharpen this. That's going to take 10 minutes, okay? Didn't realize our knife was already up to 100%. That's good. 87%. Sounds like our water might be done. We got 21 minutes on the meat. Okay, I do want to check our level on the cooking. We're so close. It might be worth me finishing our book, actually. We do have this book here. By the way, once we get level 5 cooking, these books are worthless. The Wilderness Kitchen books, anyway. Okay, first thing, I do need to pull some torches before I forget. At least one. We gotta at least have one torch on us. These are not very good torches. Maybe if I move over here, we'll get a better torch. No, these are just terrible. That's a little better. Okay, 10 minutes on the meat. Let's sharpen the hatchet one last time. %. That's pretty good. Meat is done. Perfect. Let's drop the cooked meat right there. A little sliver. I don't really need to spend much time here. 28 minutes. How's our water looking? I do need a bit more water, so I'm going to add some more fuel. And we'll do just a little bit more water.
I would do anything for a drink right now.
Well, we're working on it. We're trying to get some water for you. These are actually pretty good torches here. Okay, we've got probably just enough time on the fire here. I'm a little bit concerned about the wolf. Maybe I'll just come up here a little bit. Can I get up on the rock? I want to read just a little bit. Okay, we're up on the rock a bit. Crouch down. I am going to read for an hour. The fire's going to go out. The water will be done. And I want to see how much... Oh, we still have 3 hours left on this. Ooh, I'm going to get thirsty. Dang it. Okay, well, I should have listened to him. He told me he was thirsty. You know what? Let's just go. Fire's out. Water's done. We'll call it good. Let's light our torch. May as well.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of the meat with us as we go in there. Move the cooked meat over here. I do want some bigger pieces. We'll take 2 cooked pieces. And 8 uncooked pieces. Ooh. Yeah, that should be okay. Alright, let's go downstairs in the dam. I will drop some meat in there. It's going to go bad, but by the time we come back through the dam, we will be level 5 cooking. It doesn't matter if the meat is bad. Got some wind here. I hope my torch doesn't blow out. I would prefer to save the lantern oil if I can. So I actually didn't hear an aurora last night, which is kind of lucky, I guess. That is the wrong set of stairs. I need to go this way. Is it this way? Yes. Okay, this is the right
Did I
way.
have to leave something behind?
We're going to leave a bunch of the meat behind. It'll help us get more lightweight. Some painkillers. Yeah, so coming across this would be treacherous if there was an aurora. Pretty much just shuts down our progress until we sleep. This is pretty spooky coming through here. Here is the fire barrel I mentioned before. It's nice. They did leave us a little bit of wood. Drop a stick as well. I may end up taking a little bit of that wood. May drop some meat. Drop 4 pieces. And we'll take the rest with us. I will take a little bit of the wood, I think. We may need to get a fire at the little rabbit cave. Have to see how that works out. Let's get another torch. Okay, guys, let's stop and take a look around. So this is, I guess this would be the turbine room. Did it say that? Anyway, we got big old electrical turbines in here. Everything's creaking and swaying. Kind of an interesting smell in here as well. It smells like industrial, like grease and rust. A little bit of mildew from the wet wood. I will drop a few torches, actually. Boy, none of our torches are very good. Maybe I'll just keep what I've got. I don't know if there's any loot up here. I guess not. Okay, I don't want to get turned around too much. That is cool. Broken stairs. Let's see if there's anything up here. Can I get over there? Oh yeah, we can. Okay. We can walk the plank. I think if we break these down, there's some loot. I don't want to spend the time. I don't really see anything. Can I get over there? Torch is almost out again. Got another book. I don't think these torches are gonna help us make it through all the way through the dam unless I really hurry. There's still a bunch left to explore. Some accelerant. Oh wow, that's a much better view. In fact, I'm going to drop this real quick. That is cool. Okay, we have the control room right there that we looted. I'm going to keep going this way. Got a flare, rifle cartridge. Ooh, is that a rifle? Vaughn's rifle.
Thank goodness.
90% condition. A weathered 303 rifle covered in epoxy and duct tape. Its patchwork exterior hides an improved firing action, a handy tool when working in the various industrial sites and power stations that dot Great Bear Island. Fragile and deadly, just like its owner. Ooh, nice. I hope I'm quick enough for this. There we go. Thank you, Vaughn. Sounds like quite a guy. I don't know if I'd want to run into him if he's fragile. Alright, let's make our way across the catwalk. Do we have to walk in the style of the catwalk as we cross the catwalk? Is that a requirement? I'm not going to do it. Okay, we've... wait, no, we haven't been this way yet, have we? What is over here? Firewood. Okay. Is there anything over there? I don't think so. I think it's a dead end. I don't think I can even get to that. Okay, I think I've looted everything in this room, as far as I can tell. That is a cool sign. Alright, you're coming with me. And food.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Right, okay, now this looks perilous. So naturally I'm going to do it. There we go. I better check on our torch situation. I'm kind of worried. So we have 3 torches. And they're all low quality, of course. Hold on. Yeah, we should be okay. If I use the torch... Where are you, torch? Where's my lit torch? Torch, 3%. Okay, let's go. Before this torch goes out. 100% chance as long as I do it quickly. I just want to grab a bunch of torches, really. That's all I'm doing. I could leave a can here with water in it for the future.
Turned out pretty well.
Because we're so easy to get cans now. Let's add the books, I guess. We can add 1 book and reclaimed wood. Okay. I think I'll just leave that can behind with some water in it. Grab a few torches. We'll leave the bad ones behind. Man, they're all bad. These are all bad torches. That's a good one right there. That is a really good torch. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more fuel on the fire. Let's do... we'll do a book. And that should... I hope that doesn't burn off. But that should be enough. 26 minutes. Just for fun. Let's throw one of these on. No, too long. Are there any little slivers? I think these are all really big pieces. Yeah. I don't think any of these are going to be good. 30 minutes. Ooh. Actually. That's actually pretty perfect right there. Alright, that worked out pretty good. Alright, let's use, I'm going to drop that. Drop that. I'll use this one. I think we're ready to go. Nice, so when we come back through here, we'll have some meat to eat and some water. You know what? And I'm even going to leave the signs here. Heavy stuff I've been hauling around. Right here, these things right here. Let's just drop these. When we come back through here, we can grab those. You know, why am I so heavy? What am I carrying that's so heavy? Oh, I got the gun. And we got the meat. That's right, we got the meat with us. Did I pick up any clothing we don't want? I may as well leave it here. Nope, we're good. I did pick up some torches. I'm just going to leave this as my loot location, I guess. Just drop whatever we don't need right here. I do want to bring that with us. We can leave the cedar. Actually, the cedar's better than the scrap wood for weight. Do need to be mindful of our torch going out here. Okay, we got some food. We're gonna bring all that with us. All this looks good. Got an extra flare we don't need. And I think we're good. Okay. Really, you know what? I'm gonna use the cheap torch. Huh, too late. Okay, we're almost there to the lower levels. It's kind of a point of no return. By the way, we do have a rope climb here that leads us to where we've just explored. More cool signs. And that's it. All right, let's go.
Too heavy.
Broken arrow. Whoa. Yeah, we'll take that. Lower dam level. Nice. Okay, so we got another broken arrow. Another Sparky storm lantern. And this one is 3/4 full. That's so much better. Okay, I don't feel so bad using the lantern now. Anything in the microwave? No. Okay, I'll probably switch to using a lantern, I guess, when this goes out. I don't know. We got so many torches. What is that? Let me get a new one. Some more matches.
I think I can use this.
Maybe I should take it back about the dam, because we did find that rifle. I wonder if that's a guaranteed spawn there. If it is, that's incredible. And we're getting tons of matches. So maybe I am incorrect. Ooh, I want that stereo. Can't get the stereo. There's an exit right here. That is probably the exit we have to take, but we're not done looting.
I could use this.
100% whetstone. Perfect. That's exactly what we need. So I think this is the exit we have to take, but we've got more to explore before we take that exit. I'll have to backtrack a little bit, I think. Check down here. Okay, I feel like I missed something. Did I check over here? I did. Well, those broken arrows are nice. We can get arrowheads from those. There we go. Look at this. Hunting knife.
That'll come in handy.
82%. Alright, Dam. You have changed my mind. I guess we could go this way. Just kind of look at the turbines. Just don't want to miss anything. It's like a lot of junk. Okay. Am I backtracking? Why do I feel like I'm going backwards? Hopefully I'm not going the wrong way. Okay, I don't think we've been here yet.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Recycled cannon. Yeah, we just left one behind. I guess we'll take it. More accelerant, which I don't need. But I will take it. I don't know why. Decoration. Can I take the flag? Yes, I can. Ooh, that's cool. I'd love to take it. It's probably heavy. I will move it though, where it's more visible, so I know to grab it next time. I would like to put that in the in whatever place we decide to use as our base. Be kind of cool. That's some
Could
color.
end up being useful.
Take that for cloth. Okay. Got a flare sticking out, hiding right there. I think we're almost to the end, guys. Yeah, I'll take it. It's cool. We'll add it to our pile of industrial signs. Okay, I believe this is the last area. Let me get a torch. Got 2 torches remaining. Let's search down here real quick. Whoa, we got some boots.
That'll come in handy.
19%. No wonder they got left behind. What is that? Revolver cartridge? Makes me wonder if there's anything else back here. Can we move that? More perilous wires. Speaking of which, it is good. It's not nighttime. I was worried we might be coming close to an aurora, but we still have some daylight left. Okay, this is the very last room, I believe. And it is a dead end, so we'll have to go back.
What have we here?
Ooh, hockey jersey. And, ooh, fire log. You know, I'll take it. Probably end up dropping it. Sewing kit. Broken metal container box.
All this gear is slowing me down.
Lock boxes. Did I already check everything over here? So I got that, got that. No, we didn't. We skipped this backpack. Ketchup chips. More matches.
I wonder who owns this stuff.
Worn snow pants. Those might be really good. Ooh, and a Go energy drink. Those pants might be better than what we have. I can't remember. Simple tools, again. Now I wish I'd left the other tools behind. Alright. I think we have last torch. Let's check these drawers. By the way, what is this? Broken metal container box. Newsprint? No thank you. Oh, that is such a cold breeze. And the temperature in here is so much colder than the rest of the dam. I can feel that cold air coming right down my neck. Okay, so if we come back to the dam from that location, we actually end up climbing through this window here. But we can't leave through this window. It's a one-way ticket. Somebody tried to break in. Or else it's just the snow piling up. Nothing in the microwave. Got a granola bar. Got a radio, another flare, cassette tape. Okay, we've got a lockbox here, but we don't have a key. Another rifle cartridge. Reminds me, we do need to load up our new gun. Take a look at it. More matches. Another floppy disk. Okay, this torch is just about out. I'm going to actually put it out, I think. Was that an arrow on top? What is that? Oh, it's a clipboard. Looking at it sideways, it kind of looked like an arrow. Okay, I'm going to put out this torch. So we have just a tiny bit left. Sort by condition. Okay, we did drop all the other torches. Nice. Those are searched. This is probably the last thing. Newspaper print. Okay, I thought there was a travel poster in here, but I guess not. Just gonna see if I could take that control box. That's kind of cool looking. Alright, yeah, so if we could only get a ladder or something. You know, we passed so many ladders. It'd be nice if we could just grab one. But anyway, that is where we come in. If we come from that direction, the other side of the dam. But in order for us to leave, we actually need to go back to that door we saw. And you know, a funny thing about that door is we can only go one way through that door as well. Let's get out the lantern that is of the lowest condition, or fuel, I should say. So this has 0.6 liters. 0.6. You know what? That's so low. Maybe I will leave this here. We'll leave this here. So if we come through that window, we might want that. I will leave a note. I may as well. So I guess technically we're still in Mystery Lake, right? So here, lower Carter Hydro Dam, lantern, no fuel. And we'll make our way back to that door. Drop a bunch of loot. Yeah, I think so. We may not even need a lantern, actually. We have enough daylight coming through. I'm curious, guys. Would you have preferred... Leave me a comment. I want to know. Would you have preferred me to kind of edit this so that you just kind of see what loot I grab? Or do you enjoy this expedition through the tunnels and things like that? I'm curious. Let me know. Leave a comment. 'Cause I want to try to improve these. So I do appreciate your comments. Now, I'm trying to decide if I want to drop the loot inside the dam or outside the dam. I think I will go for the inside option. You know, I'm going to take you too. Let's take you. We're already moving kind of slow. We don't have that far to go. But I am really glad we did not have to deal with an aurora during all of this. Too heavy to run. And he is tired, I can tell. Okay, we're here at the door. I think it's right around the corner here. I think I'll just drop all this loot right here by the door. Do I have enough light in here? Oh, it's pretty dark. Let me see where do I want to leave this? Probably... I think I want to leave it up here. I will leave all the meat here though. That's going to make us lighter. And we can jog a little bit. That's nice.
I need to drop something.
Yeah, I think that meat is really slowing us down. So here's the fire barrel where we already left a bunch of stuff. So we'll just transfer all of this. Move all to container. There we go. And then, gosh, we have so many matches. I'm going to leave the book of matches. Oh, I didn't mean to leave them on the wood, though. We're never going to see them there. Where did they even go? Cardboard matches. There we go. Let's put these... Can we see that even? We should be able to see that. Okay, we'll leave the book here. Oh, the fire log. That is heavy, actually. Accelerant. Okay, nice. I will take one of those. Wait, left cedar? Yeah, I'll take one of those. Okay. Drop 2 bandages. Man, we got a lot of stuff. Let me drop the cloth over here. I'm gonna keep the snow pants for now. We'll drop the jersey. Is that better than what we have? No, it's not. I'll keep the snow pants, like I said. Alright. What else? Is that it? I thought we had another pair of shoes. Oh, we dropped them. Okay. Had a crappy pair of shoes. Got a lot of food here. I think I'll keep all this, though. Sorting alphabetically here. This all is probably good. I'll drop those. Got an extra knife. Drop the tools. And 2 sewing kits. And I think we're good. I'm not even going to really bother documenting all that. The knife is probably the only really important thing. By the way, did that finish? Oh, it did. Cooked meat. Okay, nice. Can put that there. I'm tempted to take the water. How much water do we have? No, we'll leave it. We'll leave it for a future us. Let's make our way to the door. It's kind of hard to see. The hatch. This is kind of a cool door.
Too much stuff to carry.
Okay, now it's too dark to see. Go ahead and eat the meat. Did I just eat the wrong meat? Oh, wow. I thought for a second there I ate raw meat. Alright. It's time to leave. Let's put out our lantern. Time of day. The sun is setting. I think we should be able to make it to the cave before sunset. Let's get a drink. Then we'll head out the door here. This is a one-way trip, guys. Nice. New location discovered. Winding River, Carter Hydro Dam, and environs. So we are outside the dam here. Looks impressive. Take a look from over here. Whoa. And we got wolves down below. Oh, they can probably smell us. They're probably trying to run up here. Let's leave the meat right here. Yeah, that's going to make them go crazy, huh?
I might have to drop some gear.
Well, guys, if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for coming along. I hope you've enjoyed this looting of the dam. A little bit of an adventure there. Found quite a bit of really amazing loot, which, by the way, let's take a look at this beauty. Need to load that up. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, please take a minute, press the like button, or if you prefer, you could leave a comment. I do enjoy reading those. Hopefully you're already subscribed so you don't miss out on the adventure. But most of all, guys, I do hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care.